The Lunaverse, episode 22, Fully Around, by Grassy Clouds 2. Lunaverse, by Rainbow Double Dash. Chapter 1, Separation. Canterlot Castle was an imposing structure, built and expanded over millennia. It commanded the city and country from its perch high on Canterhorn Mountain. Visible for miles around, it was a symbol of power and prestige, wielded by Princess Luna and her Knight Court of Equestria. The visitors and guests who found themselves within its walls tended to react with humility, self-consciousness, even a touch of nervousness. After all, they were in the presence of those who could raise or ruin them if they so chose. It would almost make any pony wary. Any pony, that is, they weren't a foal. "Did you know my mom?" Skidaloo asked, jumping up and beating her wings so she could hover for a moment. "She was a really awesome night guard named Nocturne, and she tried really hard to defend every pony and—" Viscount Blueblood looked annoyed. He saw her glance at Cherilee, as if to snap at her that she needed to control her class.
I don't really recall the names of every pony I've ever encountered.
"But you said," Sweet Belle said, "you were still near the ponies, and you always got to know the common little ponies that served you."
Anyway, said Blueblood, the room here is a meeting room. It's where we hold our meetings.
Cherilee held back a sigh. She'd been looking forward to showing the foals around Canterlot Castle for a while now. It would be incredibly educational for them to see for themselves the seat of the government of Equestria. She had even scheduled it on Tour Day, a day when some of the lower-ranked normals, rather than tour agency employees, sewed ponies around the castle as an effort to reach out to their citizens and subjects. But while some of their other school groups had gotten nobles that at least pretended to care what they were doing, Ponyville Elementary got the most stuck-up, vain, arrogant noble in court. Blueblood smiled smugly as he led the foals down another hall.
Now, this hall has an interesting story. You see, when I first became a Viscount, I was walking down this very hall when I happened to bump into Duke's sons. I approached him and informed him of who I was, and therefore I formed what we call a political alliance. After that,
Cherilee interrupted, desperate to forestall another monologue on the political brilliance of Viscount Blueblood. What about historically? Has anything interesting happening in this hall from a historical point of view? Treaties signed, bills revised?
why yes, in the same hallway I rewrote the Equestrian National Notepad Bill to alter on the other hand to a far superior.
Cherilee couldn't help but tune Blueblood out as she looked to her foals. They were rapidly becoming distracted, which was a problem. They could cause minor chaos, you called, if their minds wandered during class. It could be a bigger problem if they did something silly out of boredom in the halls of the Night Court. She caught the eye of the other two chaperones, Applejack. Applejack smiled, seeming to guess at what she was thinking. "Guess he's kind of a blowhard," she murmured, "but don't look so nervous. I mean, what's the worst that could happen?" Cherilee frowned.
Well, said the royal guard, Miss Cherilee, you see you full stand on the royal throne, tore apart the royal limbs to make capes, and ate all the royal cakes.
"Eep,"
said Cherilee.
As a result, you are all banned from Canterlot forever,
"Well, that's not so bad."
and you will be returned to Canterlot to Ponyville in the fastest way possible,
"By express train?"
by catapult.
"Let's just try to avoid finding out,"
Murmured Cherilee, coming out of her reverie.
"Come on, Applejack. The falls are getting ahead of us."
They hurried up to catch with Blueblood, the foals and the third chaperone, Heavy Roller. Blueblood was just taking his swats.
Oh, unfortunately, I have an urgent appointment. Government business that simply can't wait. I'll just leave you in this chamber here, and I'll send along the guide for the next part of the tour.
"But you were supposed to be the guide for the whole day!" protested Cherilee, as Blueblood led the group into the tiny conference room.
You wouldn't want to delay vital matters of national importance, would you?
Asked Blueblood. He left the room and trotted up. Cherilee stifled a growl.
Alright, class. Let's wait here and think about what we've learned until our next tour guide shows up.
I doubt there isn't even one. What do I know? Applejack was doing a quick count. "Hi, all there. Likely short two little colts."
"What?"
Cherilee counted ahead. She counted 18, but there should have been 20. "Who is it here?" There were no responses. Cherilee looked through the class again. Truffle Monster and Featherweight? She muttered. Did anybody see where they went? What if they wander out of the castle or into the dungeons, or...
Oh, fine, Truffle Monster's like he was hungry,
said Ethelbloom.
I only passed the Royal Canterlot Bakery one floor down and...
Cherilee smiled brightly as she could make herself, though her stomach turned nervously.
Thank you, Applebloom. Applejack, could you please come with me to find those two? Heavy Roller, just please keep the other foals here until we get back.
Will do,
said Heavy Roller, and the two grown mares left the room.
A little closer.
Truffle Monster crouched down the biggest mixing bowl he had ever seen. He gazed lovingly at the gigantic cake he had been set up only a few tables down from him. It was big and chocolate, with vanilla icing and sprinkles and everything he loved. If he could just have one bite of that cake, the whole field trip would be worth it. Tipping over the mixing bowl on top of himself so the bakers wouldn't see him approaching, Truffle Monster scooted closer and closer to the cake. There were some close calls, including one time when a young baker almost stepped on the bowl and squished him. But he managed to reach the cake's table without incident.
Alright, now I just need to pop out, cut a slice, and get back into that bowl. No problem.
Truffle Monster peeked out and made sure none of the bakers were watching him. Unfortunately, they were mostly gathered at the next table over, around a huge bowl with some rapidly rising dough. Truffle Monster returned his attention to the cake, and popped out from under the bowl and grabbed a carving knife. Truffle Monster! Truffle Monster swiveled to see Cherilee. He smiled.
Hey, Cherilee, I'm using my special talent.
His talent for finding and consuming delicious food was, in his own humble opinion, the greatest possible talent any foal could have.
How the I know our special talent is helping ponies understand their key marks, but I think we're going to skip this one.
It was useful all over the place, from at home, when he misplaced lunch, to, well, the Canterlot itself.
Get back here this instant!
Yelled Applejack, straying into the bakery right behind Cherilee.
This ain't no place for a foal on his own!
But I'm hungry,
complained Truffle Monster. He veered back and swept his forehead to demonstrate how hungry he was.
And I was just going to get one slice.
The bakers were staring. The lead baker was, additionally, turning red.
That cake is to celebrate the opening of Canterlot Castle for artistic desserts, he snapped. Not for bratty foals.
I'm not a brat.
Truffle Monster hopped over the table, even as Cherilee and Applejack began to close in on him.
I'm just really hungry.
As he said this, he swept his forehead out again. Unfortunately, this time he knocked into something. A large box of yeast, and sent it flying. Right into a big bowl. The bakers all looked at each other as the dough began to pulse.
The quick rise dough! It's got too much yeast! Yelled one. Run!
Screamed another. Truffle Monster was about to ask why, when the dough burst from the bowls.
Biggest baked goods disaster in Canterlot in months!
The baker looked furious. Truffle Monster looked down. The Ponyville ponies were outside the bakery, all covered in itchy dough. They had to be outside the bakery, because the inside of the bakery had been cordoned off, while the special message team of Canterlot Castle territorial staff tried to salvage anything that had survived the dough explosion. They're the best.
Months? What was the last one?
Asked the Purple Applejack.
The Great Cake Calamity.
Another cake that grew to massive proportions.
We had to eat our way out of the kitchen!
The lead baker shook his head. It cost us 3 bakers.
Oh, I'm sorry,
began Cherilee.
They were so sweet. Sick of sweets, they couldn't even look at sugar. Now they're all on diets, he hissed. Anyway, this was almost as bad. Shame on your foals!
Truffle Monster felt genuinely sad.
I'm just sorry, Miss Cherilee.
You're going to write a long apology letter to these bakers, snapped Cherilee. And then I'm talking to your parents, young stallion.
I got pictures,
said Featherweight. Yes, Featherweight. Trust me. Well, no. Applejack turned to Cherilee.
But I'd like to get back to the earth soon.
You're right. Cherilee once again bowed an apology to the lead baker. Then turned and began marching the 2 foals back to the others.
Well, it's not fair,
complained Truffle Monster.
Because of my talent, I'm good at finding and eating fancy foods. That food wasn't yours, and you delayed the chore probably made all the other foals very anxious. I know. They reached the conference room. Cherilee opened the door to see Heavy Roller talking with the foals.
And that's what I said. I thought you wanted 10 big wheels, not 10 big eels.
The foals laughed.
Ha!
He continued.
That was one aquarium that could use a little more clarity.
Cherilee frowned. Heavy Roller,
Yes?
there should be 20 foals in this room, right?
Counting the two you went to get? Yeah? Why?
There are 13. Cherilee said crossly. Heavy Roller blinked, looked around and counted.
Oh.
Scootaloo held up a hoof to hush the other foals as he peered around the corner. How fire it? Whispered Apple Bloom. She was hopping up and down. I'm so excited. This is stupid, grumbled Diamond Tiara. We should go back. No point stopping you, said Sweetie Belle. The other three foals, Dinky, Twist, and Snails, looked at each other. Are you sure Miss Cherilee would be okay with this? Dinky asked. She wants us to learn about our important government stuff, right? Scootaloo said. Well, we haven't seen any yet, but this blue blood guy is going to do some, so if we follow him, we'll learn more. Oh, Dinky thought. It makes sense. Shh, Miss Sweet Belle. He's nothing again. Blue blood smiled as the clerk walked to the desk. Welcome back, Vice Scout.
It's Prince,
said Blue Blood. Prince, R.I.P.
And I have an appointment.
Right, you can go right on in. The clerk opened a large, ornate door, and Blue Blood walked through it. But then, as the clerk began to close it, 7 foals sprang into action and raced for the door. Hey! The clerk called, standing to move in front of them. We need to talk with Blue Blood, said Scootaloo, smiling brightly. It's, about urgent government business. A bunch of fellows need to talk about urgent government business. Yeah! As the clerk, he seemed skeptical. Twist nodded. Uh-huh, we really do, she grinned. And who are you? I'm Twist. My sister is dating the element of loyalty.
And I'm Snails, yelled Snails. My sister's the element of honesty, and she's a really good sister, too. I think she's the best of Ponyville.
No, my sister is,
said Twist, turning to Snails.
Nuh-uh.
Oh God, I just realized. Her mother is Honeydew. 1. This explains the glasses. 2. I do hope Twist didn't inherit her mother's insanity. Ugh. Scootaloo smiled up at the clerk again, ignoring the arguing foals. So, as you can see, we're very important. Could you please let us in? The clerk thought for a moment, then shrugged and muttered something like, The clerk deserves it anyway. He stepped out of the way. The blood should be just inside the 5th door on your right. Thanks, said Scootaloo, as the foals piled in. It was easy to find Blue Blood. His loud, imperious voice carried through even the thick doors.
Waiter, he was saying, it must match my coat.
Apple Bloom tried the door and found it locked. So he pushed the door open and... Hey, said Scootaloo, that's not government business. You're just getting fitted for a new jacket. The argument was short, but various.
You have no right to follow me in here, roared Blue Blood. Impudent commoner foals.
You were supposedly educating us, said offended Apple Bloom. Miss Cherilee Slate was going on leave, but you put us in a room so you could get new clothes.
Yeah, said Snails. Why don't we grow up stupid because of you?
You're already stupid,
said Diamond Tiara.
Well, why don't we grow up ultra stupid then?
Snails asked. Blue Blood stood his full height.
This is outrageous. I could have you thrown in Folsom prison for bothering a noble. Your palace would never see you again.
The foal stopped talking and stared at him. Blue Blood smiled, apparently pleased that he cowed the foals.
Now, here's what we'll do. You'll...
Snails burst into tears.
I want my parents and my sister. I don't want to never see them again.
He ran out of the room.
My tail,
said Apple Bloom and Sweet Belle, both starting to cry as well and chasing after him.
Come back.
Dinky Twist and Scootaloo ran after him.
Hey, cried WTR. As long as we're here, you want to get a new hat.
But the others were gone. She sighed and followed, leaving the adults alone in the room. Blueblood frowned and shrugged.
Well, it solved the problem.
He turned to his tailor.
Now, where were we?
You just made a bunch of fools cry, sir,
said Taylor.
Yes, I know. Obnoxious, aren't they? If they're sad, they should do it nobly like I would.
Taylor opened his mouth, but decided that Blueblood had been hysterics when he accidentally poked him with a sewing needle. Would not be good for retaining his business.
Of course, sir. Now I'll sew the jacket.
It took 10 minutes to catch up with the sobbing Snails, Appleboom, and Sleepbell. It took another 5 minutes to calm them down.
I want to go back to the tour group,
said Sleepbell.
please.
said Dinky. She looked around.
Does any pony know where we are?
Chapter 2. Dispersion.
What do we do?
Asked the panicked Sleepbell.
What if the guards think we're trespassing and arrest us? I don't want to go to jail.
said Dinky.
I'm sure the guards are really nice.
Ella was her hand.
No, I heard the guard kid the guy was the brother of that pony was saying Ursula's dead to eat us. Oh no, said Twist. What if the god captain likes having us eat foals too?
Began Dinky.
What if he rides them around the castle, looking for foals to come along?
Asked Snails.
I don't think he did,
said Dinky.
Well, if we did,
You're being silly, announced Scootaloo. The guards wouldn't hurt us. My mom was a guard, and she told me they all cared about protecting all the ponies in Equestria. She smiled. In fact, I bet if we find a guard, they'll help us make our way back to Miss Cherilee.
Unless they send Ursus to eat us first,
said Snails. That won't happen. Besides, we're not cowards, right? We're brave. Let's go, Scootaloo cheered.
I don't know,
said Twist, looking around scared.
Maybe we should just hide in that room over there till Miss Cherilee shows up.
Dinky nodded.
Miss Cherilee said that if we get lost, we should stay where we were until somebody found us.
They'll take hours, protested Scootaloo. It sounds really boring and lame. If we find a guard, they can take us back to Miss Cherilee in minutes.
Or we can get even more lost looking for one,
said Dinky. Before the argument could continue any further, the door at the end of the hall opened, and a troop of ponies burst into the room. They were big and athletic, wearing purple and black armor, and carrying mean-looking swords and spears. They were racing towards the foals.
Hurry! roared the leader. Keep going, no matter what happens!
Ah! Yelled most of the foals. The Terrorstone Night Guard suddenly bearing down them was a frightening sight. Twist, Dinky, and Snails wound up dashing down a short side corridor into another hallway, while Sleepbell and Applebloom dove into the room that Twist pointed at earlier. Within moments, most of the foals were gone.
Hey! complained the guard. We're not running at you, so don't be scared!
But it was no use. Also, the foals had already scattered to the castle. Only Scootaloo stood her ground.
Hey!
She called.
Stop! We're just a bunch of lost foals and we need help!
The guard skated to a halt. The leader walked up to Scootaloo, towering over the foal. And who are you?
I'm Scootaloo,
said Scootaloo, smiling and looking completely undaunted.
Are you the real night guards? That's so cool! My mom was a night guard. Where are you running? Is there some kind of emergency?
Sure, said the guard. Yes, there's an emergency.
The cafeteria is about to run out of apple pie.
Drawled another guard.
Sergeant Smiles here. Thought it'd be a good team exercise, and see if we could get some before we had to be back to our station.
Sergeant Smiles blushed. I consider a lack of apple pie an emergency. Scootaloo was beaming up at him.
It's so neat to meet you. My mom was in the night guard too. She was called Nocturne and...
Whoa, hey, you're Nocturne's daughter? Smiles looked down at Scootaloo. I knew your mom, kid. She trained me in defensive flying. Brilliant Pegasus. Never knew any pony who could fly like her. Scootaloo grinned.
Ahem,
said Diamond Tiara, crawling out from her hiding space beneath a table.
We need to get back to Miss Cherilee.
Oh,
but I want to talk with the night guards.
Cherilee, said Smiles.
Our teacher, it's tour day.
Oh, right. Smiles frowned. I don't know where she'd be, but I think some of the royal guards might. There's a few guards that get reports on lost civilians in the castle. Cherilee's probably in touch with them if you're missing.
Where are they?
SWTR.
Probably in the training area now. Hey, the guard smiled. I can show you one of the training courses he helped put together. The big rock wall. It's not one of the dangerous ones, but it's pretty tough. Gave me a workout back in the day. Want to see it?
See it? Can I try it? Please, 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 please.
Scootaloo's face was shining. Sergeant Smiles may not have been a night guard, but even he was not immune to the power of a pleading foal.
You said it's not dangerous, right? So there's no problem, right?
Pressed Scootaloo. But we can't. I mean, your chaperone would probably get mad at us. Scootaloo thought. What would Cherilee say? She had to answer honestly. Her father and Cherilee would both be really disappointed in her if she lied.
My teacher's always telling us to do what we're passionate about. It makes us happy. And I really passionately want to do this. So she'd definitely be in favor of it.
Scootaloo decided at last.
Plus, she's been telling me I have so much energy I can find constructive activities to burn some of it. And I'll bet that one of these courses will count. She says we foals should expand our horizons and try new things and take advantage of opportunities and...
The guard seemed skeptical but said,
Well, I don't think you'll go on to the course itself, but there's no harm in showing it to you.
Scootaloo smiled and nodded, already considering how to cute or play her way onto the course once they arrived. Diamond Tiara mounted something like crazy foal, but Scootaloo was too excited to care. Sleep Bell's eyes widened as he looked down the clothes.
These are amazing!
Apple Bloom and Sleep Bell had run through a series of narrow rooms and passages to escape the guards, which they were both sure planned on feeding them to the Ursas. Eventually they were confident that they had lost the guards. Unfortunately, they ended up more lost than ever. It was Sleep Bell, in the course of trying random doors, who stumbled upon the fantastic wardrobe. She just opened the door, and right behind it was a stunning dress with diamonds and pearls studded in a deep blue fabric. It was like looking at a starry night sky.
Let's look at them!
Sleep Bell ran into the room and began searching the clothes. There was one outfit of bright whites and reds that looked like the sort of thing a mighty warrior would wear before charging off into battle evil. A soft yellow and green outfit had a feel of heroic tranquility, and even an outfit of purest black thread that Sleep Bell was obviously for spies. But one of the outfits were variations of the first theme, deep blue, purple, or black, with bright gems and threads making isolated pockets of bright white or yellow light.
My sister would love this stuff! I don't know if Lisa Boy here, said Apple Bloom. Oh, come on, Apple Bloom. This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance. I bet some really beautiful noble owns this room. If she wears these dresses when she goes to balls or looking for her special sun pony.
Sleep Bell's eyes were dreaming.
And she wears that one when she goes out for a hike in the country. And that one when she is dancing in the grand ballroom. And
I think your publicity's already too much. Like sister, I always say. Sleep Bell stared at the first dress, the diamond and pearl style one.
I'd love to try it on,
She breathed.
but it's not
Iris. Sleep looked at Apple Bloom, eyes freeing.
Yeah, but, I mean, we all heard it. And Miss Cherilee always said we should try new things. Well, yeah, and we should always give ponies the benefit of the doubt.
Sleep Bell grinned.
I bet whoever owns these would be happy that two sweet, innocent falls like us are done so much that we tried them on.
Apple Bloom wasn't sure about that, but Sleep Bell was a nice pony, so she said, I guess, all right, I'll hope you try it on.
Yay!
Said Sleep Bell. The two of them got the dress off the hanger, and Sleep Bell stepped inside. It was far too long at first, but then it glowed brightly and adjusted itself to fit Sleep Bell's body. The foal grinned as he admired herself in the mirror.
I want Mary to make me a dress like this.
Okay, class. Let's take your bet, Sally. What do you think is going to happen with this situation? Is it A, going to be in fact Fleur-de-Lis's room, B, Octavia, or C, Luna? Place your bets now! Evelyn glanced up nervously.
It looks real nice, yeah. Well, we should go, Anne.
The door opened and it was somewhere nearby. Just get the dress, said a slightly cross voice. Sleep Bell's eyes widened as she began trying to take the dress off, but it struggled to fit her so perfectly it couldn't get her head out of it.
Help!
Apple Bloom grabbed her and began to drag her into a dark corner. Before they got there, the door to the room opened and 2 other ponies walked in. Apple Bloom didn't recognize one of them. A tall stallion with finely styled hair, delicate yellow coat, and a needle cutie mark. But she knew the other one well enough. Her face was on paintings and in books, and some on the money. Princess Luna Equestrius, ruler of Equestria, now an omnipotent alicorn with the power to raise cities and flatten mountains, stared at the foals. If you see, congratulations, you are correct, and you have won absolutely nothing. It's not my dress, said Sweet Belle. Dinky looked around. They were in another long hallway, this one with many ornate doors. The hall was carpeted intricately, very finely. The windows had fancy images on them. It looked like some rich old pony's home.
Some ponies probably live here, said Twist, looking at the doors. Maybe we could find a nice pony to help us.
Snails read a sign above the hallway.
Noble quarters. Hey, this is where the nobles live. Crawl.
Are there any good nobles that we can talk to?
Wondered Twist. Dinky thought. Trixie had mentioned something about this. The Night Court is full of meanies and jerks, Trixie interrupted, pounding her bottle of bourbon on her table. I can't believe this horrible thing they just did. You're still mad that they ignored your suggestion. Yes, I worked really hard on that bill. It would have been a great bill, but they ignored it because it came from me. Someday your genius will be seen, said Pokey, and your bill will pass, and thus Castle Friday will be extended through the whole week. Yeah, but not nearly soon enough. They're all jerks.
I don't think so,
said Dinky.
We should keep going.
Snails was reading the signs on the wall.
Oh, I know where we should go. That Cherilee and Applejack and Heavy Roller can find us. Follow me.
Where?
Asked Dinky, trying to him. Snails led the foals to one particular door with a big leaf and raised out the surface. He tried the door but found it unlocked.
In here.
In where?
Asked Twist, but seeing Dinky followed. The room was well furnished and very well organized. There was a desk in the center of the room, several bookshelves with tomes and documents, and a few filing cabinets. There were other doors, 3 of them open, leading to a kitchen, a sitting room, and a bedroom, respectively. The door itself was clean, except for a very large box set just in front of the desk.
This is nice, said Snails.
Dinky frowned.
Whose room is this?
Dick Greengrass's room,
crowed Snails. Dinky gasped.
Oh no! He's the really super mean noble and keeps trying to hurt the elements, like Mama!
Wait, he's the one who tried to get Lyra stuck in Canterlot for 3 months? Asked Twist. He's a jerk. Snails grinned.
Exactly. He's always trying to get at us, right? So if we go missing, every pony will assume he took us. He'll come straight here.
Dinky paused. That made a lot more sense than Snails usually made. I was thinking on this, but it still wasn't a great plan.
But what if he does something mean to us? Asked Dinky. We have to get out of here.
No sooner did the trio turn to the door than he heard 2 sets of approaching footsteps.
My secretary takes a vacation to visit her family,
said one voice, sounding annoyed. And you're misdelivering my mail within 3 days? I'm sorry, Duke. There was a mess-up.
This is more than a mix-up. That package was to get clear across town. Did I fill out the forms wrong?
No, it was just our screw-up. Look, we won't charge you for the shipment. We're sorry.
It's Greengrass,
yelled Dinky.
We have to hide.
She ran towards the large box in the middle of the room, presumably the one that had been delivered to the wrong address.
It's not in here. Hopefully, we'll have that pony re-deliver the package and we can get out of the room that way.
Twisted Dinky helped pry the package open. It was taller than them, so Snails stepped onto the table and then dove into the big box. He did poke his head up, covered a brown cook.
It's a big box of mud!
Why does Greengrass have a box of mud?
Asked Dinky.
I don't get it.
She tried to figure it out. Greengrass crowd.
Now I have all the mud in Equestria! Every pony has to do what I want!
To gringos! Cried a desperate-looking stallion petitioner. We cannot grow any food! All of our dirt has become mud when it rained and then you took it! We don't have anything to raise crops in! We can't! I can't! The faces at the spa! Yelled another petitioner, this one a mare.
It's the nut tie industry collapsed! Cried a foal. Plus, now we don't have anything fun to play with in the rains.
Greengrass sitting on a tall throne, made of all the mud in Equestria smirked. Well, I suppose I could let you have a little mud, but there's a price.
Twist nudged Stinky, breaking her out of a reverie. Hurry!
The three foals managed to get into the box and shut it. No sooner had they done so than the door opened, and Greengrass stormed inside. I suppose I should look at it, as long as it's in here, he said to himself.
Dinky burrowed a little deeper into the mud, until only her nose was above the surface.
Then she heard some pony opening the box. But Greengrass didn't seem to notice the foals. Maybe they were buried enough that he couldn't see them. Maybe... Greengrass frowned. He raised a hoof down next to Dinky. What's this? Dinky felt hooves on her shoulders. Greengrass was lifting her out of the box of mud and staring at her.
Dinky smiled as willingly as he could.
Cherilee smiled at the class, though she couldn't mask her stress.
All right, class, I think we're safe from more problems. Now we can go find your missing friends.
Silver Spoon raised a hoof.
What is it, Silver Spoons? Can't you get the guards to go away? We promise we won't leave the group.
Cherilee looked at the 6 royal guards, once it found themselves raccooned into making sure foals don't wander off duty.
No, Silver Spoon, I can't. Anything else?
Yes, said every ruler. Why am I being guarded too? I'm not a foal! He was stuck in a cluster of foals and guards.
But you're on their side.
Cherilee pointed off. You let them wander off, but I on their side! But traitor! Stan insisted Cherilee. Every ruler stopped talking.
Anything else?
The Magenta asked.
I'm hungry,
complained Truffle Munster. Can we stop for a snack? Applejack noticed him. Yeah, really don't want to be saying that right now, kiddo. Cherilee ignored all this and turned back to the guards.
Have we heard anything yet?
No, but wait. The lead guard noticed the messenger running up. I need word on the foals. 2 of them are in the night guard training room. Cherilee stared.
What? Who let them in there?
Apparently they said you would be in favor of them going to Grand Farand. Ma'am, why would you support that? That could be very dangerous.
Cherilee reminded herself it would be a violation of her teaching ethics to ask the guards to incarcerate her class for a few days.
Let's just go find them.